How often do you think about death? I know I used to when I was younger a lot, and I would picture it just sitting in a black room, so black that when my eyes would open and close, there'd be no difference. And I'd be like, "Well, is this what death is like?" And I mean, it's a very kid argument. Then you hear a lot of atheists talk about what happens. It's just black and that's it. Except every evidence we have, and we have evidence, but we don't know. Um, it's kind of the opposite of that. There has been bad near-death experiences, but I just want to talk about my journey into feeling like there's something more. Because there's something more. There has to be. Like, this game we play is too special not to be. But I just read something, or I just watched a video on Scott Adams talking about he is converting to Christianity because he would like his chances dying being a Christian than not. And good for him. Good for him. I hope his last time he has is comfortable and he's not afraid. Because I think that's the number one thing is we don't want to be afraid. It's scary. It's literally the last great unknown. But the evidence suggests it's more than that. The evidence suggests it's a coming home. It's not a darkening vision. It's a brighter. Because you get to leave. If we believe that we are not our bodies, then we get to go to the dimension, to the spirit world, where we get to see all dimensions. All of them. I don't think we feel like we're important enough. I'm just Randall, and who cares about me? And in this society, in the world, physical world we live in right now, yeah. But if you were looking at it like a flock of birds, they were going by, and then one bird fell to the ground. You look at it and you would pay attention to it. Maybe it hurt something and it fell. And you see this bird, it can't talk to you, you can't communicate with it, but it falls. And it's just sitting there doing its wing thing. And you're like, hey, you want to help it. You have an urge to help it. Right? You would at least feel bad. At least. But I think that's an analogy to how God and the angels work for us. And I do believe that there's angels and demons and everything. I think anything you could possibly imagine is there in some form or another. But when I talk about it, all of that just falls under God. Because I don't know. God can make sense to me. But talking about angels and demons doesn't. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if they're Christian demons, Quran demons. So I just call it God. Everything is just God. But when I was younger and I would think about death, I would always come back to what about the ants? What about the ants? Like, am I so because I can form words that you can understand that nothing else can, because I can form words and think and we can build homes out of wood, that I'm special, more special than this guy, or a deer, or an alligator, or any organism for that matter. Oh, what makes me think I'm so special? And in all honesty, we are special. But we're not more special. I think that's where we get ourselves mixed up is we think we're ununique just because there's a million of us. I don't think God thinks we're not unique. And let's not take it away from the power of what we believe God is. If God is God, God is God. He's the power to do anything. And in my version of the world, of the universe, everything is it. If you rip off your fingernail and you rip it off, it hurts. It may seem insignificant, but this little guy can cause you a lot of pain. If you chop off like a millimeter of skin, it's going to hurt. It's still you. It's still a part of you. If God is the whole universe and all the dimensions that it's in, it's still you. We're still it. So that means like life is a process. And I'm going to go into this. I want to go into this a lot deeper. But we are on a journey from nothing to everything. Just like our individual lives, we're going on a journey from selfish to selfless. Just historically true. Like anytime a wise man gets older, you have to listen to their words. The more I know, the more I understand, I know nothing. Because it's big and we are new. I think when we start this life, we started as like a single-celled organism, like no senses, no eyes to see, no senses to touch, nothing we can feel or smell or taste. We simply are just an organism coming in. And like we started our journey by being that single-celled organism. I'm going to say that a few more times. And then the soul, it comes in, it's brand new. It's never been in the physical world before. It's only just been a part of God 5 minutes ago. And it comes in, and this cell, it like comes in, and it multiplies and steps up, and then it dies a couple minutes later. The soul goes in, feels being in the physical world, comes out, and is like, man, holy crap, that was a rush. Woo! Has done nothing, right? And it does it again. And it was like, okay, I'm getting used to being not perfect. And then it moves on. And then you end up at us, which is not much more than not much anything. Like, we think we have such cool technology, which, by the way, we do. Like, we don't take advantage of how awesome what we have is. I think we get complacent, and that's what hurts our daily lives. Like we don't take advantage. We don't take advantage of having the opportunity to be in wonder of what we're doing. Like driving, it's a Joe Rogan joke. I'm driving around in a car talking on your phone, and then it cuts out, and you're like, "This stupid phone!" Bah, 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 bah. Right? When really every couple of minutes we should be like, "Whoa! I'm in one state, you're in another. We're talking to each other. Wow, it should be awesome." Like that should be how life is, but we get complacent. And we think there's no wonder anymore. And we need to start seeing the wonder in everything, because it is. Somebody really smart before us figured out, everything. The light bulb. They figured out how to make sounds talk from waves. Speaking of which, we don't even know what things are. Things don't even exist, but they do. And has real sense of everything, but we can't put our feet down on what is solid. There is nothing. There's nothing to the bigness and nothing to the small. It's all imaginary. Because we're starting from nothing. And then at the end of our journey, we're going to see that it's actually nothing. We'll be like Neo in the Matrix. We're going to see the code, and we're going to see that this is all imaginary, because I am making it all up with you together. It's a cool thing about the universe and a trick to life. Anytime you can say something that completely contradicts itself at the same time, we're all doing this by ourselves individually, all together. I think that's how the universe needs to be explained. But inspired by Scott Adams, I hope you have a good life. I hope you have a good rest and final days, and you're comfy, and you're not scared. You made an impact on many millions of people, and you're doing nothing wrong, brother. I'll see you on the other side. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm not a eulogizer, but I did want to talk about what I think it is to die. And I think it'll be okay. God bless you.